Alright, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the What If Rebuild series. Today, we'll be taking a look at Dak Prescott. What if Dak Prescott this offseason left the Dallas Cowboys? What team would he go to? I had a pretty good idea of what team I wanted to do. I had a few teams on the mind. But the one that just kept making the most sense, like to win now, is the Tennessee Titans. What about Ryan Tannehill? Well, I think the Titans would definitely take Dak Prescott over Ryan Tannehill any day if they had the chance to get him. And we did retain Jack Conklin. So we do have Jack Conklin. Let's go ahead and reorder here. So, I mean, there's a lot of talent on this team. This team made it to the AFC Championship with Ryan Tannehill last year. I mean, Derrick Henry was a main reason for that, but, I mean, Dak Prescott is coming into a situation with a Titans team that has a good defense. We did cut Daquan Jones, by the way, but a good defense. I mean, great linebackers, decent safeties. Kevin Byard, still an underrated safety. Strong safety. Kenny Vaccaro played pretty well this year, actually. You have Logan Ryan, who had a phenomenal season. We extended him to a one-year deal. We have Adoree Jackson, Malcolm Butler, probably getting cut in real life, so we'll go ahead and cut him. But yeah, today is basically just going to be building around Dak Prescott, trying to see how many Super Bowls we can win. I don't know how many years we're gonna do. We might do 3, might do 4, might do 5. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go along. It's kind of different from the What If Tom Brady rebuild. I mean, we definitely had a time frame because he's so old and he's probably gonna retire within a year or two. Only got one season out of him, and it was a terrible one. So hopefully, Dak Prescott here is a little more interesting. But here we go. Jeffrey Simmons. I do want him as one of my defensive ends. That's for sure. We got Jarrell Casey. Just got to improve interior defensive line and maybe left outside linebacker. We'll see if there's a free agent corner we can go ahead and sign as well. But this team is ready to win, man. Delaney Walker is only a normal dev, really. We'd free a lot of cap room too. So Jonnu Smith is a young and upcoming tight end, 77 overall. It's only 25, so that'll work for me. The left side of the line is actually really good. Nate Davis, Jack Conklin. I mean, that's not too bad. Just need a center, really. But we have the skill position players here, man. A.J. Brown, incredible rookie last year. Corey Davis, still trying to find his footing in the NFL. I don't know if we're going to trade him or not. Adam Humphries, good slot receiver. Kind of like Dak Prescott's Cole Beasley. That's how it's going to be here in Tennessee. But let's go ahead and go to the free agent market. We have $14 million to spend. We did use the franchise tag on Derrick Henry, so I mean, I wouldn't be against signing a guy like Mackenzie Alexander to a cheap deal, 3-year deal. I mean, this isn't that much money if you're looking at it that way. Okay, we're gonna have to pay him a little more. I mean, he's a solid player, so 78, 26, normal. For a slot corner, that's not bad at all. So let's go ahead and import the 2020 draft class here. And positions of need here. Don't need quarterback, don't need running back. Offensively, we really don't need anything. Defensively, though, I mean, we are picking at 22. No, we're picking at 29. I don't know why the draft order is kind of messed up, but Raekwon Davis could be a guy we look at. Ross Blacklock. Could look at interior offensive linemen. Guy like Lloyd Cushenberry wouldn't be a bad pickup because Roger Saffold is getting up there in age. Tyler Biadasz Wouldn't be a bad pick at all. Strong safety, could look at a Grant Delpit and Antoine Winfield Jr. late in the first round. I think that's all possibilities for the Titans. So here we go. Let's go ahead and turn on auto scouting and see if we get Mackenzie Alexander for the defensive unit. And he rejects our offer, so we need a corner because, I mean, I don't really want to use any picks on a corner in the draft. Daryl Worley. Crayvon LeBlanc wouldn't be a bad player to get. It's only 26. Michael Davis. Get him on a cheap deal. Darby's still here. You know what? We might just end up having to draft a corner, to be honest. Fifth-year options, Corey Davis. I'm sure this is him. I'm rejecting his fifth-year option. I just don't think he deserves it. So let's go ahead and sim to the draft. We do have some needs. I mean, this might not be a successful year one because we do have some needs on the defensive side of the football. So let's go ahead and sim to our pick at 29, see what is available. And here we are at 29. Raekwon Davis goes to the Ravens. They draft an Alabama player. This is definitely someone I was looking at. Could take Jonathan Taylor here if we were to let Derrick Henry walk. Not gonna lie, that's intriguing. But we have to have a defensive tackle, man. We have to. I mean, Marlon Davidson wouldn't be a bad player. We could draft Yeturgos Matos, play him at left outside linebacker for us. Curtis Weaver also wouldn't be a bad pick. Corners here, Jeff Gladney would make some sense. Antoine Winfield, like I said. Xavier McKinney is here, dude. And we could trade no, it's not Eric Reed. It's Kenny Vaccaro. We could trade Kenny Vaccaro, draft Xavier McKinney to play strong safety for us. We got to go defensive tackle, though. I'm going to go 24. Let's go with Ross Blacklock here. 72 overall, hidden development. I will take that. Found our defensive tackle. We're definitely in a win now mode because, I mean, we do have some old players on this team. So, let's see. Jake Fromm. Don't need a quarterback. Antoine Winfield is still here. Kyle Duggar is still here. Nick Coe could be our backup defensive tackle. Do need a center, but I'm fine with looking at a guy like Darrell Williams later on. Marlon Davidson is still here. Justin Matabuki wouldn't be a bad pickup here. Jeff Gladney's still here. I'm gonna go. I'm going to go Jeff Gladney here. We need a third corner. 71 overall, hidden development. So let's simulate to the third round here. So we start out with Ross Blacklock, Jeff Gladney. Two players from TCU. Pretty interesting storyline there. Let's see. Willie Gay. They need a backup defensive tackle. Jordan Elliott wouldn't be a bad pickup. Could use a receiver here. Cam Akers is here to pair with Derrick Henry. Sign me up. I'm going Cam Akers here. 71 overall, normal development. Going to be a solid backup running back for us. I think Cam Akers is going to be a steal for whoever takes him. And I think Tennessee would be a good option, actually. I think that would be a low-key good draft pick. Let's see. Tyler Johnson could look wide receiver here. That's not out of the question. Who do we want as our backup defensive tackle here? J.R. Reed. I mean, we do need a strong safety to eventually replace Kenny Vaccaro. But I'm going to go receiver here. I'm going to go Tyler Johnson for Minnesota. 68 overall, hidden development. It's fine with me. And let's see. Defensive tackle. We do need a backup defensive tackle. We'll go Khalil Davis here. Don't know his overall. 59. Oh my god. Okay. Let's get out of this draft. I think that's good. So overall, I think we had a pretty damn good draft. I mean, we did address some needs that we needed. We got Ross Blacklock here at pick 29. Definitely a realistic pick. We got to change his college to TCU because that's where he goes. So let's go ahead and get that done real quick. There we go. So yeah, our first two picks was Ross Blacklock from TCU, Jeff Gladney here from TCU. So both going with the TCU thing. Cam Akers in the third round, nice backup running back behind Derrick Henry. And then Tyler Johnson as an eventual replacement to possibly Corey Davis, Adam Humphries. And then they drafted whatever. We did draft Khalil Davis. He turned out to be kind of a waste of a draft pick, but it was the 6th round, so 5th round, I think. So, all right. So here we go. The Dak Prescott Tennessee Titans rebuild. Looking at the squad, we're weak at center, that's for sure. Jonnu Smith's going to be our starting tight end. Receivers, A.J. Brown, Corey Davis, Adam Humphries. We forgot to cut Dion Lewis. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Cam Akers is going to be our backup running back to Derrick Henry. Obviously, Dak Prescott. Defensively, Ross Blacklock's going to be our interior defensive lineman. We have Jeffrey Simmons, Jarrell Casey, Logan Ryan, Adoree Jackson, Jeff Gladney. Safeties remain the same, Vaccaro and Byard. Linebacking core remains the same. So here we are. We got pretty much everything looks good. We need a backup defensive tackle real quick, so we'll go ahead and sign someone in free agency. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. If I can get the lid on my bottle here. Here we go. Defensive tackles, Corey Liuget, Marcus Hunt. We'll go with Trayvon Coley here. Young player, scheme fit. That's fine with me. And we are all ready to go. Let's go ahead and check out the scheme fits here. 85 West Coast zone run. That's fine with me. 86 there. So, this is the team for year number 1 under the Dak Prescott what if rebuild. What if he left the Cowboys? We got him going to the Titans here. So, Harold Landry. Let's see. Continue to build him up in our scheme. And then Logan Ryan. There we go. So, let's go ahead and simulate to the midseason mark. See how Dak Prescott would really do with the Titans. I'm expecting pretty good results, hopefully. So, we are going to go until like Dak Prescott just really doesn't have it in him anymore. Which he is 28, so that is regression time. So we did tie the Jaguars. Nice. We are 3-3-1 at the mid-season mark. The Texans are 5-2. Colts are 4-4. About to take on the 5-2 Packers. Let's go ahead and re-sign Derrick Henry here. Do have a decent amount of cap space, so Derrick Henry is re-signed. Logan Ryan, I don't know about him yet. Adoree Jackson, still an up-and-coming young player. I'm fine with that. Trayvon Coley, Jayon Brown is definitely a guy I want to bring back. So a lot of players here that I got to bring back. Corey Davis is here. We'll see about you. Jonnu Smith. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for my re-signings here. Going to go ahead and upgrade the players, and we will sim to the end of the season. See if we make the playoffs here in year one of the Dak Prescott Tennessee Titans rebuild. Who knows, man? Who knows? These simulations are really wacky sometimes. So we do make the playoffs. We end up going 11-4-1, but the Texans win the division at 13-3. Stats on the year: Dak Prescott looks like he did pretty good. 3,900 yards, 30 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Pretty good year from Dak. Rushing the ball, Derrick Henry 1,100 yards, 6 touchdowns. Cam Akers was decent, had 8 touchdowns. Prescott ran the ball pretty well. Receiving on the year, 850 yards, 5 touchdowns for A.J. Brown, 777 and 11 for Jonnu Smith, 695 and 3 for Davis. Probably going to let him walk in free agency. Adam Humphries wasn't anything special out of the slot. Derrick Henry had 500 yards, 4 touchdowns out of the backfield, so nice there. Defensively, Jayon Brown with 117 tackles, 6 tackles for loss, 5.5 sacks, 4 picks there. Rashaan Evans, 110 tackles, 3 TFLs, 4 sacks, and a pick. Adoree Jackson there with 101 tackles and a pick as well. Sacks on the year, 9 for Harold Landry, 6 from Jarrell Casey, 5.5 from Jayon Brown, 4.5, 11 TFLs for Ross Blacklock. That's a nice season. 13 TFLs, 4 sacks for Jeffrey Simmons. Interceptions on the year, 4 for Jayon Brown, 3 for Logan Ryan, 2 for Kenny Vaccaro. Quite a few singles here. 12th on offense. Defensively, we were 7th. So we definitely have a chance here to win a Super Bowl in year one. So MVP goes to the rookie Tua Tagovailoa of the 12-4 Chargers. Do we have any Dak Prescott? Number 10 in MVP voting. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Pat Mahomes. Dak Prescott at number 4. Defensive Player of the Year, Jayon Brown at number 3. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Cam Akers at number 9. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Ross Blacklock at 8. Best QB, best running back, best receiver, best O-line, best D-line, best linebacker, best DB, and best kicker. So didn't win. I don't think we won any awards. So let's go ahead and get into the simulation here against the Baltimore Ravens. I'm just going to sim the week. We're not going to jump into anything. And we advance. We beat the Ravens 21-17 on the road, as now we go to play the Los Angeles Chargers with Tua Tagovailoa. So I think this is where our season ends. No, we beat them 31-24. So we're in the AFC Championship against our division rival, Houston Texans. Let's go ahead and jump in here to this game. See if we can do anything. Let's see if we can make a Super Bowl run here in year one with Dak Prescott. Be pretty legit. I mean, maybe the Titans are a Dak Prescott away from making a Super Bowl run. I mean, it's highly possible. You never know how it's going to go in real life. So, and I would definitely say Dak Prescott is an upgrade over Ryan Tannehill. So, AFC Championship game here in Houston, division rival. Can we get to the Super Bowl here in year one? Alright, 6-0 Houston. Houston is up 13-0. Dak Prescott scores 20-7, 20-14, 23-14, 23-21. And we take the lead 24-23, 29-24. That might be it. I don't know. Can we make the move? No, we cannot. So we lose here in the AFC Championship 29-24. Dak Prescott had a decent day. Deshaun Watson had a better day. Running the ball, Derrick Henry was pretty effective, but we didn't really give him enough carries. Let's see. Yeah, Will Fuller and DeAndre Hopkins burned us, so the secondary was kind of an issue. Receiving for Derrick Henry, he had 88 rushing yards, 80 receiving yards, so not great there. Touchdowns on the day, Bo Brinkley and A.J. Brown. Defensively, didn't have any sacks, no picks, so that is the way our season is going to come to an end. Our secondary just got burned by the Texans receiving unit, so definitely might have to check out the secondary in the off season. Maybe Logan Ryan just can't hold down the fort. I do not know. But let's go ahead and upgrade the players here and simulate to the off season. As our free agents, believe Logan Ryan, still an 88 overall, but his speed is not very good. Corey Davis, I'm not bringing him back. Jonnu Smith, I'm going to let him test free agency. So we're going to let these players walk and see if they get any offers in free agency. We'll make a move on them, but let's go ahead and see if there's any cap casualties where we can free up some money here. I don't need 4 running backs, so Dalen Dawkins, bye-bye. Receivers, Adam Humphries, definitely want to get rid of his contract. We do have Tyler Johnson to replace him, so yeah, Bo Brinkley, 41 overall, nice. Roger Saffold could be a cap casualty. Still an 81 overall, I'm not going to cut him. We really don't have a replacement, so Jarrell Casey, 85 overall. We'll see what's available in free agency. Ross Blacklock came out to be a star dev, 78 already, so that's nice. Correa, we can do better. Middle linebackers were good there. Harold Landry. Corners, got Adoree and Jeff Gladney. Jeff Gladney came out to have superstar dev. Free safety, Kevin Byard. And then Kenny Vaccaro, definitely a cap casualty. Go and cut him. So let's go ahead and get into free agency. Should have a little bit of money to spend. Austin Hooper's here. Kenny Galladay is here. Oh, we might have to go for both of those guys. Yeah, I'm going to bring in Kenny Galladay here. We need that number 1 target for Dak. So, Kenny Galladay, come to the Titans, man. Austin Hooper, could bring in Austin Hooper. David Njoku, could bring him in. I'm going to try and get Austin Hooper. I think if we bring in Austin Hooper and Kenny Galladay, that would be a big-time win for the Titans here. Let's go ahead and up Kenny Galladay's offer just a little more. That way, make sure we bring him in. Austin Hooper as well. We're going all in for a Super Bowl, because we were almost in the Super Bowl last year. So, Keanu O'Neal, intriguing, but let's see, got Jeff Gladney, Adoree. Could bring in a Jordan Lewis. Not asking for that much. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's bring in Jordan Lewis here. So there we go. We get our 3 free agent signings. Let's see if they all sign. Hopefully they do. Okay, so Kenny Galladay, Jordan Lewis accepts. Now just waiting on Austin Hooper. So Austin Hooper should sign with us. And Austin Hooper does sign with us, so big time signings there. Rashawn Evans, definitely want to bring him back on that 5th-year option. So there we go. Got Rashawn Evans back. And in the draft, we're definitely going to be looking corner. Offensive line is a potential need. But let's go ahead and check out our upgraded roster here. We do have Kenny Galladay, Superstar X Factor, to pair with A.J. Brown, Tyler Johnson. Brought in Austin Hooper at tight end. Offensive line. Going to eventually have to get younger at center, left guard, left tackle. But we'll worry about that when we need to. Defensive line still pretty good. Got Jarrell Casey kind of regressing, but Jeffrey Simmons, Ross Blacklock definitely going to be here for the long haul. Gladney, Adoree Jackson, and Jordan Lewis are our corners. Need a safety, need a left outside linebacker. So we got some work to do here in the draft. Let's go ahead and get into it. And the Jaguars have 2 picks within the top 3. That's pretty cool. Them to the 30th pick. Don't really have the assets to move up to any pick other than 30, so gonna work with what we got here. Let's see what's available. I got a strong safety here, late 1st round pick. Not a bad player, really slow though. Free safety. Don't really have anyone scouted. Here's a corner. Don't really need a corner. Left outside linebacker. Come on, I need someone here. Really nothing. Here's a 1st round D tackle. Could pair him with Ross Blacklock. Look at this guy down here. He could actually be our left outside linebacker. Dante Meeks from Florida State. I think that's who we're going to go with. We'll go with Dante Meeks here. And 73 overall, only normal development. That really sucks. But he's probably going to start at left outside linebacker for us. So, simming to our 2nd pick here. See what's here. I mean, we might have something here, we might not. 2nd round strong safety. Do need a safety pretty damn bad. Defensive tackles here. Not a bad player there. Do need a center. Looking for the best offensive lineman available. .1 Deron Bayer, but I think we can take him later. I'm gonna look to trade for a player here. Let's go to the trade block. Let's see what's available at strong safety. Kareem Jackson, Taylor Rapp. Taylor Rapp would be a guy I would trade for. So let's go ahead and trade our 2nd and our 4th here. And that gets us Taylor Rapp. So a good new, young, starting strong safety. I think that offensive lineman is going to be our next pick here in the 3rd. To play center for us. So let's go ahead and draft Deron Bayer. Looks pretty good. Hopefully turns out to be 69 overall, perfect. Exactly what we needed. So works for me. That's probably going to be the end of the draft here. As we are trying to build the best team around Dak Prescott. I mean, we're a little weak in certain positions, but I think we will be fine. Any steals at defensive tackle here that we could potentially get? I mean, this guy doesn't look too bad. Late second rounder. Let's go ahead and go with him. Vaughn Edens here, 67. That's fine with me. Sim to the end of the draft, and we will check out the team. As our first round pick, Dante Meek, 73 overall, normal development, not the best, but he's going to play a left outside linebacker for us. So there we go. He's a 72. Not great, but I mean, he has good tackle, good speed, not great hit power, decent zone coverage, decent strength. Deron Bayer, obviously going to move to center for us here. Could potentially go up an overall. As he goes down one overall, that's fine. Defensive tackle Vaughn Edens here. Just some defensive tackle depth, and the rest of the draft was basically what the computer does, trash. So as we are here in the second season, Dak Prescott obviously is our quarterback. Offensive line still remains the same, just got a new center that we drafted. Austin Hooper was brought in. Kenny Galladay was brought in. Gonna have Tyler Johnson replace Adam Humphries in the slot. Got A.J. Brown, Derrick Henry. There's a lot of potential on this offense. Defensively, Jarrell Casey, Ross Blacklock, Jeffrey Simmons. Also have Edens there as backup D tackle. Meeks is our new starting left outside linebacker for the time being. Linebacking core really stays the same. Brought in Taylor Rapp to replace Kenny Vaccaro. Got Kevin Byard, Adoree Jackson, Jeff Gladney, and Jordan Lewis is our corners. Brought in Jordan Lewis to be our third corner this offseason. Let's go ahead and make the changes there. And everything looks pretty solid. Let's go ahead and spend some Coach XP real quick. And the playbooks will remain the same. We performed really good last year, so let's go defensive backs, and then we'll go with wide receivers. And let's go ahead, upgrade some of these players here, and send to the midseason mark. See if we can make it back to the AFC Championship with Dakota Rain Prescott. As this is the what if rebuild. What if Dak Prescott left the Cowboys? We picked the Titans to be his suitors, and we are 6-1 at the midseason mark. We are leading the division by 3 games. Go ahead and upgrade our players here. And players we have to negotiate with. Harold Landry, definitely want to bring him back. Oh, don't have much money here. But that's good because we don't really have anyone other than Harold Landry to negotiate with. So, hoping we can afford him. Come on, dude. Don't do this to me. And, yeah, Harold Landry, you're probably getting franchise tag, bro. So, let's go ahead and simulate to the playoffs. We should make them unless, like, this just goes really south real quick. So we look like we're in contention for a first round bye, and we do get the first round bye. Pick up a win over the Cardinals week 17, 28-21. We finished 13-3 on the year, so making the playoffs again for the second straight year with Dak Prescott. 3,900 yards, 36 touchdowns to 10 picks, 74 completion percentage, which is great. Almost 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns for Derrick Henry. Dak Prescott was really effective in the running game. Cam Akers wasn't too bad. Receiving 1,100 yards, 12 touchdowns for Tyler Johnson, 786 and 6 for Kenny Galladay, 785 and 4 for A.J. Brown, 708 and 8 for Austin Hooper. Defensively, Jayon Brown, 121 tackles, 7 TFLs, 9 sacks on the year. That might be Defensive Player of the Year. Sacks, Jayon Brown, 9, led the team. 7.5 for Harold Landry. 17 TFL, 7 sacks for Jarrell Casey. 7 and 6.5 for Rashawn Evans. 10 TFL, 6 sacks for Jeffrey Simmons. 10 TFLs, 3.5 sacks for Ross Blackhawk. Interceptions on the year, Adoree Jackson and Jordan Lewis were the only ones with 4. That's kind of disappointing. Forced fumbles on the year, we had 2, recovered 1. Defensive touchdowns, we had none. So 4th in offense. Defensively, I don't know, maybe top 10, top 15. We were top 10, so 7th in defense. And we might have an MVP here in Dak Prescott. We'll see. Not weekly, we want yearly. Thank you. Yearly awards. Dak Prescott is your MVP, so Dak Prescott is starting to look like a pretty good signing for the Titans here. So AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Dak Prescott. No Titans. Defensive Player of the Year, Jayon Brown at number 2 to TJ Watt. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Abraham. Honestly, have no idea who he is. Zach Presley. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Dion Ragland. Meeks here at number 5. Best quarterback. Okay, sure. Best running back, best wide receiver, best O-line, best D-line, best linebacker, best corner, best kicker. Okay. So, yeah, Dak Prescott should have won best quarterback, but that's fine. He's probably going to go up to an X Factor, though, with winning Offensive Player of the Year and MVP. That would be very nice. But let's go ahead and simulate a week. And we are taking on Patrick Mahomes and the 10-6 Kansas City Chiefs. Titans are good against the Chiefs, other than the AFC Championship, but they did have Ryan Tannehill this past season. Let's see if we can beat them with Dak Prescott. So Dak Prescott, I'm hoping at least goes up to Superstar X Factor, but we shall see. Let's go ahead and get into this game here against the Kansas City Chiefs. If we win the Super Bowl this year, I don't know if this is going to be the last season. We might go for back-to-back. I'm not sure. But let's try and take down the Chiefs and get to back-to-back AFC championships with Dakota Rain Prescott, the MVP. As pretty comparable stats here for Patrick Mahomes and Dak Prescott. Both had 36 touchdowns to 10 picks. But somehow somehow Jacoby Brissett won Quarterback of the Year, which makes no sense. You'd think MVP would win that, but 3-0 lead for the Chiefs. We go down and score a touchdown. 10-7 Kansas City, 13-7. Okay, so our offense is folding here. Wow. 23-7. What are we doing? What are we doing? Dakota Prescott, what are you doing, dude? As it looks like Dak Prescott is folding underneath the pressure of Pat Mahomes, and we're one and done. Wow. 36-17. Dak Prescott threw 3 picks. Wow. Derrick Henry was okay. Kenny Galladay had a good day. Defensively, nothing there. The Chiefs just blew us out of the water. So we'll do one more season here. Try to win a Super Bowl here, as I'm not going past 3 seasons. Not doing it. So got one more year to see if Dak Prescott can win a Super Bowl. He won MVP this year. That's nice and all, but we want the chip. We want the Lombardi Trophy. This team is on the brink of doing something really special. So Harold Landry, do have some decent amount of cap room to bring him back. So let's go ahead and bring Harold Landry back. Come on, dude. Well, we're going to have to franchise tag Harold Landry, and that's going to leave us with no money whatsoever. Dak Prescott did not go up in dev, which is kind of annoying. But it is what it is. Should have went up to X Factor. I mean, the guy just won an MVP Offensive Player of the Year, but it's cool. Cap casualties, let's see. Quarterback, running back. There's not going to be anyone here. Jarrell Casey, still an 82 overall. Debating on whether I want to cut Jarrell Casey. Honestly. I mean, we can cut him and try and get him on a cheaper deal if there's nothing better in free agency. So, go ahead and cut Jarrell Casey. And let's see what's here in free agency is. We should have a decent amount of money. $14 million. Von Miller's here. And he's getting lowballed by the Lions. We're going Von Miller. I don't even know if we can afford him. Still got a better bid than the Lions. Should we just bring back Jarrell Casey? Is he getting offered? No, not really. So, let's see if we get Von Miller. And we do get Von Miller. Okay. So Von Miller is a part of the Titans now. Our linebacking unit is sick. So that's nice. We just need a defensive end now. And then offensive line, obviously. Left guard, I guess Roger Saffold retired. So it's really the only thing that we're looking at. We have no money whatsoever. So let's go ahead and simulate to the draft. Probably going to have to trade up for someone. Hoping there's a defensive end there. Let's get into the draft. Check out our draft board here. Not really a scheme guy there. This guy in the second round looks really good. Emmanuel Alexander would be a scheme fit too. I'm going to trade up here because I don't want to lose out on him. So I don't have to trade up really high. We just got to trade up like the Bears at 20. I'd be willing to make that deal. We'll give them the 28th. We'll give them a third. And we will give them Edens here. It's fine with me. Pick 20 is ours. So hoping that defensive end stays on the board because he looks freaking incredible. And he is here. Emmanuel Alexander, easy pick. 76 overall hidden dev. He is a scheme fit. That works perfectly. Now we just got to get a left guard, and we should be all good to go for the third and final season here of the What If Dak Prescott rebuild. So here we go. Third round, or second round, excuse me. See if there's any offensive linemen available. I'm sure there is. Hey, check this out. Curtis Palmer. Carson Palmer's son, I guess. Cool. Let's see. Trying to get the best offensive lineman available. So, 5.9. Not too shabby. There any first round talents here? This guy's a first round talent. 6.3 combine grade. I'm going Marcus Roach here. He's a Roach. 70 overall normal development. Not a great pick, but take what we can get here. Let's see. Might have someone here in the fourth round. You never know. First round guard is still available. Addison Crawford, 71 overall normal development. He'll be our starting left guard as we will just simulate to the end of the draft. As that should be it. Go ahead and take a look at our team now. I'm fine with that. Nate Davis can slide over. Offensively, we stay the same. Tyler Johnson went up to Superstar Dev. We have Emmanuel Alexander replacing Jarrell Casey. We brought in Von Miller. Dude, this team is ready to go, man. This team is ready to go. Good with all this, honestly. It's all good for me. So, do I want Adoree Jackson playing slot corner, though? I mean, I guess so. That's fine. Let's go ahead and spend some Coach XP here as we try to get to a Super Bowl. So, we'll go quarterback training boost. Why not? Give Dak Prescott a little pep in his step. As here we go. Trying to make a Super Bowl run here in year 3, the final season. Simulate to the mid-season mark. This freaking bottle cap, man. And we are 1-6. Well, that's lovely. That is lovely. Love how we go from 13-3 to 1-6. That's always nice. Simulate to the end of the season. I'm not doing another one after this, so these are supposed to be just fun, quick little fantasy things, and yeah, just like the Vegas Raiders rebuild with Tom Brady, this is going to be a failure. So we made an AFC Championship appearance with Dak Prescott. He won an MVP, but we were not able to get over the hump as we finished 7-9 after a 1-6 start. I mean, Dak Prescott, looking at the numbers, I mean, obviously he won MVP last year, but ever since he came to the Tennessee Titans, 30 touchdowns, 7 picks, 36-10. I mean, he was decent. I mean, almost threw for 4,000 yards each season. I mean, wasn't sacked very much. I mean, he was good, but not good enough. So that's how we're going to end this rebuild here today. If y'all enjoy these videos, leave a like, subscribe as always if you haven't already. Turn on the post notifications. Every time I go live, you will be notified. Leave some comments down below. Show some appreciation for All-in-One Sports here. Until next time, peace out.